Setting up the presentation for multiple decision makers. There's going to be a few situations where you're going to have 2 or 3 customers in the office and all of them are making a decision together, or they're making a decision but they're going to incorporate everyone's feedback and their opinion and their perspectives. So setting up the presentation for this type of situation. Now, number one, qualify and investigate. Now, determine if both parties are going to be making a decision. So sometimes you're going to have to ask them. Don't just assume that one person, or don't assume that both of them. Ask them. You need to investigate. You need to determine and qualify and confirm all the information, especially who's making a decision or who's more in control, who's going to be making the payments. Everything that has to do with making a decision, you're going to have to determine who you're going to be speaking with. Determine who's going to be financially responsible for making the payment. So you could simply ask them, and it depends. There's a lot of different scenarios. It could be a father and a daughter, but maybe the policy's for the daughter, but she's 18, 19, or it could be a husband and wife, or brother and sister, relatives, cousins, whatever it is. You're going to have to determine who's going to be making the decision. And if it seems like both of them, then you're going to ask them. Ask both of them, are you going to be financially responsible? Are you going to be making a payment? Are you guys going to make the payment together? So you don't have to specifically ask one person. You can just do it as a general question. Are both of you guys going to be making the payment together? Are you guys going to go half and half on the monthly payment? For you to have an idea of who's going to be financially taking responsibility for the policy. Also, you're also going to be determining if one person is going to influence the other person, or if one person is going to have more of a say within the decision. Sometimes it could be the wife and the husband. The wife is doing all the talking, and she's the one that's going to make a decision, and the husband's just going to go with whatever the wife chooses. So you're going to have a very good perspective of who's making a decision, who's influencing the other person, who's advising the other person, who's going to be responsible in making the payments, and more of a financial responsibility part. So at least whenever you're giving them the options, at least you know who you're going to direct your information and introduction to. Or are you going to have to do it and introduce the information to both? Are you going to have to get both of them involved, have both of them interact, ask them how they feel, or are you going to focus on one person? Number two, address both parties when offering the information. Now, if you determine that both of them are going to be making the decision and it seems like it could be a 50-50, you're going to have to ask both of them. Don't ignore one of them. Engage in interaction with both of them. So you're going to, let's just imagine you're giving the clients the approximate of the monthly payment. You're going to ask them, how does this sound? So one, what do you think? What do you guys think? Ask both of them, get both of them involved, because if one party feels like they're being ignored, they may influence the other party not to make a decision. And they're going to make a decision based on service. And either way, we offer quality service. So your goal is to offer information and for customers to be satisfied with that information. Number three, add value and demonstrate how it benefits both. So use real life examples that would benefit both of them. Incorporate any scenarios, any examples. Create a story, but make sure that the information, the examples that you're offering are beneficial to both parties. So you have to keep in mind, you're no longer just talking to one customer, you're talking to 2 or multiple customers, and you got to make sure everybody understands. So technically, imagine you're confirming all the information, you're asking every single client or every single person that's in front of you, you're asking them, how does this sound? How does this sound? What do you think? Would you be interested? How does the monthly payment sound? Or if you're engaging in any type of explanations, then create a story where you could relate to multiple clients. Most importantly, your goal is to communicate the information to all the parties that are going to be involved. Now, even if one of the customers may not have too much influence as far as the financial part, but they may influence on the decision making. So you have to get both of them involved. They're going to appreciate the fact that you're getting both of them involved. They're going to appreciate the fact that you're giving them the information and you're not ignoring one of the parties, because maybe the party that's going to pay is not the party that's going to make a decision. So keep that in mind. This is just a quick setting up the presentation for a customer, that for a situation where there's multiple customers and maybe multiple customers are going to be making a decision together. So you have to make sure everyone's happy, everyone understands that you're addressing the information to all the parties, that you're asking and confirming everything to every single party, because if not, they're going to feel like they're being ignored, and maybe that person that you're ignoring is the one that's going to influence everyone to either make a decision on getting the policy or to continue shopping around.